Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to a new series I'd like to call Sports Debate. Wait, I don't have an intro for that yet. Oops. Anyway, this is a series where every once in a while I'll take, I don't even know what the series is. I'll take viewer requested topics from the 4 different main sports in America, not soccer or football in some other countries, NFL, the MLB, the NBA, and the AHL, and we'll have a debate discussion, and I'll let you know my opinions, and you can let me know your opinions about those topics. And without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so we're going to start off with a controversial topic. Are the refs cheating against the Patriots, or cheating for and advancing the Patriots' goals? Okay, so first of all, the Patriots are known cheaters. With Spygate, kind of with Deflategate, and some other things that happened in the past. So refs were kind of weary of the Patriots being cheaters. So if anything, they should be against them, right? Now, this past game in Jacksonville had a lot of people pointing to, oh, the Patriots are going to be the favorites. The one ref in the picture celebrating with the Patriots. I don't believe that the refs rig it towards the Patriots. I think the refs themselves, not the league, because the league and the refs are different. The refs respect Tom Brady more than other quarterbacks. You saw that with Cam Newton the other year, how he's like getting hit hard and the refs are like, you don't deserve that call yet. There's a little bit of bias with old players. With the refs, they've been in the league for a while, they've represented the league for a while. The league does well when those players succeed, so the refs kind of err on the side of the more experienced older players than the younger Jacksonville team. So yes, the refs called on the side of the Patriots, but you're Jacksonville, you have to know that, and there's no excuse on letting up a 3rd and 15 and blowing the lead that you did. And same thing with the Falcons. I'm not going to forget your Falcons. Alright, moving on to Major League Baseball, the Hall of Fame. The question is, should Barry Bonds be in the Hall of Fame? This has really torn me because when I was younger, I hated Barry Bonds, but over the years, his numbers have gone up, but kind of flamed off a little bit as far as votes for being in the Hall of Fame. I think it's about time that Barry Bonds goes into the Hall of Fame. Most home runs all time, you don't just do that by accident. It's for a purpose. But then there's Barry Bonds and the Roger Clemens of the world. But then there's the Sammy Sosas and the Mark McGuires. They're kind of like a lower sense. I think the PED era is over, and now that Major League doesn't really have to worry about that kind of thing coming back anymore, so rewarding people who took PEDs is not further enabling the problem and further enabling cheating, I don't think, because they have cracked down on it and the league has changed. And plus, it was a norm in the league back then. Maybe now they think in years past they're doing something wrong now, where something enhanced the abilities, like for more relief pitching saves or something like that. A person with the amount of saves of Mariano Rivera isn't that highly looked up on. But I believe if you hit the most home runs all time, you have the most walks pretty much of all time, I think you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. So yes, I would put him in the Hall of Fame next year, as well as other people on the ballot. Johnny Damon does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but deserves to get some votes at least. And people like Gary Sheffield and Omar Vizquel, I don't believe they're quite there yet. So next year, I believe it's going to be, let's see, we got Barry Bonds and at least Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. Let me know who else you could see in the Hall of Fame in the comment section down below, and maybe I'll create a poll or something. Moving on to the NBA, what happened to the Cavaliers, and should they be a favorite? I believe that the Cavs just got old, and they turned into like the Knicks of last year. Like, they just brought all these players together and like, hey, we'll be good if we just put all these players together, and then they didn't really think about that strategically. LeBron James just like how he wanted CP3, Paul George, him, and Carmelo Anthony to play on the same team, kind of like a USA basketball team in like the Olympics. But he has to realize that these people are getting old. You can't just put a bunch of players on a team and that means they're good. I mean, it worked with the Heat because of certain situations, but it's not working with the Cavaliers now because there's no chemistry. The Celtics, there's no one player besides like Kyrie Irving who's really, really good and stands out. It's just that they all work as a team. They all work for each other. You see that with the Knicks when they play at home. You see that with the Denver Nuggets. You see that with some other teams in the league that I can't think of right now. Let's see, the Heat. Whiteside is their only standout player, but they work together as a team, and that's what can maximize you. You can have all the good players in the world, but if they don't want to win and they don't have that young like fire, like I've never been here before and I want to know what it's like to win. I mean, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, they've been there, they've done that, they've won, but there's a missing passion underneath. And plus, the Cavs have no defense whatsoever. Besides Crowder, they have nothing going for them. So that's my thoughts about Cleveland. No, I do not think they should be the favorite. Even though I picked them to win the conference, I still think the Celtics are going to come out of the East as it stands right now, barring a catastrophic injury. I think they're going through a little dip right now, but they should return back to norm. And finally, the last topic of the day, guys. I know you're going to miss me. I've done this in one take, by the way. NHL. Most surprising teams of the year. Okay, so starting off, I have my prediction video. Probably, you guys can just search for it. Like, people used to put the links in the description. You can find it yourself. I mean, it's easy. I'll forget too. But the team that surprised me the most, it's not the Tampa Bay Lightning because I knew that they would be good. I just thought they wouldn't peak just yet. But I had a feeling that they could do good. I got a lot of shit for that in the comments of that video. Now they're in first place and running high. The Kings are regressing to the mean, but the team that surprised me, obviously, for being good, is the Las Vegas Knights. On paper, they're not good, but somehow they are. It's the weirdest thing. They have a really good home record, which is weird because you think of the first year, you wouldn't really have a huge fan base and wouldn't really have like a tradition. But the Las Vegas Golden Knights, they've been playing well. I gotta respect that. The biggest upset is the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, what happened to them? You had Connor McDavid and all these rising stars that were gonna come up and grow together, but they haven't done anything. I think it's just they were so hyped that they were like, hey, we don't really need to work. But now they're having a wake-up call. They've been playing better the past couple weeks, but they haven't really like bounce back in the way that I thought they would in the beginning of the season and come back with a great second half of the season. We'll see after the All-Star break if they change things or what they do at before the All-Star break and how they respond to them underperforming expectations. But we'll see. Other teams that I think are underperforming would be, let's see, the Blackhawks. No, they were supposed to be good again this year, but they're not. And the Sabres, I thought they'd make the playoffs. They're dead last place. But teams like the Devils, they're the young team that are outperforming their expectations. They were supposed to be through a rebuilding phase, but they've been doing better. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this episode of Sports Debate. Let me know your opinions, as always, about the topics, and let me know any next topics you have to see for the next video. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video, and see you in the next one. Bye, guys.